Oof. Painful loss for the Cougars. And I would say, you know what, if you look at short yardage situations of that game, you know, everyone's going to look at the interception, but that game may have been lost beforehand because they didn't get the job done on 3rd and 1 slide.
That's right. They 3rd and 1, 4th down. They just couldn't get it done in this game.
BYU 5 of 15 on 3rd, 0 for 2 on 4th. And a lot of it's because of their alignment. BYU opting to go with a shotgun in 3rd and 1 situations when you clearly have Toledo. I think there's a 30-pound weight difference between BYU's offensive line and Toledo's defensive line. But you see what happens when you have a Toledo line that plays with lower pad level. You get up underneath Impey, and of course Joe Tukuafu, the tight end, gets beat back as well. Pure penetration by the Toledo defensive line, and really BYU didn't have a chance to get 1 yard. I would like to see, this is another situation, I'd like to see Zach Wilson, or now Jaren Hall, under center, hand the ball off, and you get a running back going north and south versus east and west. But this play right here, it baffles me. BYU should check out this. Zach Wilson should see that they're outflanked on this side. They only have 2 offensive linemen. They have 4 defenders. And to the field side, not the boundary, to the field, they've got 3 on 3. Instead, they opt to run to the boundary side on 3rd and 1, and no bueno.
Yeah, me and JJ, we talk about this all the time. Why do they do pitches?
Run to the boundary.
Run it to the boundary. You have more room.
I get
to
it.
the field.
Sometimes you want to keep defenses honest.
Sure.
But in 3rd and 1 type situations, a crucial part of the game, just line up and run it right down at them. I mean,
it's like
just
giving the
try to cram it down
defense
their
an
throat.
extra defender. It really is.
Also, yeah, and you definitely get teams with more speed. If you have the size, then just beat them up with size. But if you're in shotgun, you allow teams with speed to beat you.
I know BYU fans are very, very frustrated with that play calling, especially on the 3rd and short. But like you said, defensively, they didn't help either. Toledo rushed for 242 yards on the afternoon, and some of those yards came with the quarterback. In this particular play, BYU's got to understand it's 3rd and 18, huge play down, getting towards their red zone. When you see the offensive lineman bail, we talked about a slide, it's either it's going to be a screen or it's going to be a draw, one of the two.
Read your keys.
So read your keys, you've got to recognize it sooner. Put your foot in the ground, come meet these linemen, and instead of getting a 15-yard gain, you've got to limit it to a 6, 7-yard gain. BYU just was too much in their bail technique, and they've got to put their foot in the ground and come back. So that was one of the plays. But like I said, the whole afternoon, BYU could not stop the run. They struggled.
Yeah. And then at the game, you know, it's tied up 21-21, and then Zach Wilson throws an interception.
After a big turnover, Chaz Ayu strips the ball. BYU might have a chance to go down and win this thing, as we've seen with their wins this year in overtime. But instead, Zach Wilson steps up in the pocket, and it's only a 3-man route and throws an interception. And to make things even worse, right here at the end, he injures his thumb right there on his own teammate, and he's probably going to be out for a few weeks, as Kalani mentioned. But this play right here, it's a 3-man route. You've got 4 defenders. We see 3 right here in the frame, but there's a 4th defender in the area. Zach's got to recognize, I've just got to eat this ball. We got to live to fight another day.
Don't
force it. Instead, he tries to throw into a tight window. Toledo picks it off. And then, like I said, you had injury to insult with the actual injury of himself. But it was just a tough afternoon. BYU, because of the struggling on 3rd down, they could never get anything quite going. They were up 14-3 at one point, their first double-digit lead of the season, and they couldn't find a way to finish. And I think that was the most disappointing part. Was all BYU fans thought, okay, they're up 14-3. Now it's time to put the foot in the throat and cruise from here. Yeah. And they let Toledo back in the game, and Toledo picks up a big win at home.
Lose to a MAC team, you lose your quarterback. Now they got to look ahead. Jaren Hall's going to be the guy under center. David, how is this team going to be different with him at quarterback?
You know, I think they'll keep some of the same type of offense, but he's definitely more of a runner. He's more athletic than Zach. But we saw him on that last drive. He had an opportunity. He put together some nice throws. We'll see how he comes in. But losing Zach, no doubt, was a huge loss for BYU because he's a guy that's seen reps. He's now in his 2nd year. He was showing some great progress. But this is definitely a step back for this BYU team. But I think Jaren Hall will come in and fit in nicely. But BYU's got a bye week to prepare and get him ready. And then you head to South Florida for another road game, which BYU, you know, we came off Toledo game and struggled. Let's see if they can put together against South Florida.
Big opportunity for Jaren Hall and some big games coming up after South Florida. Utah State and Boise State still on the schedule.
Doesn't get any easier, that's for sure.
It does not. Sam, back to you.